Hello, I'm Kenton from Cole School Experts, and with me again today is Trudy McDonald from Talent Code HR, and we're here to talk about our recent webinar workshop that we had for HR for schools. And in the last part we considered performance frameworks for schools. So thank you for joining us again, Trudy. Maybe you could start us off by just talking about what does a successful performance framework look like for schools?
When we think about performance frameworks in a school environment, there's two key concepts that we find work really well. The first is embedding a mindset of radical candor. And what I mean by that is that everybody is trained to have direct or honest conversations with each other. However, these are delivered with a high level of care. And if you can get that combination right, you'll find that it builds a significant amount of trust, and you can really accelerate growth and progression within the school environment. The second is about getting an appropriate cadence or rhythm in place. And we've found for a lot of schools moving towards having 90-day plans, not only at a school level, but also at a department level and at an individual level, so that individuals and departments have clarity around the goals and the objectives that they need to meet on a 90-day rolling basis. But we've also given the opportunity and created space for reflection and for refining goals to make sure that they're always relevant.
We've heard you talk about a feedback-rich culture. What is the role of school leaders in creating a feedback-rich culture?
The role of leaders within a school environment is absolutely critical. So there's two key things that leaders need to do really well. The first is that they need to be equipped to deliver meaningful, regular feedback. And if they can do that in line with the concepts of radical candor, direct and high care, they will be able to role model the behaviours that they want others to see. The second capability that leaders need to have is then one of being a coach. So how do they coach and mentor others within their departments so that they can be having meaningful feedback conversations with others within their teams, and ultimately shifting the culture of the school.
As a school leader, how can you ensure performance is management appropriately and that relationships are not impacted by difficult conversations?
When we talk about creating a feedback-rich culture, this will inevitably involve having difficult conversations from time to time. If school leaders are trained how to appropriately role model giving difficult feedback or having difficult conversations, it actually will increase the level of trust between individuals and ultimately at a team level really embed psychological safety. So one of the most important things that leaders can do in a school environment to create a psychologically safe environment is, first of all, be vulnerable themselves, be comfortable admitting their mistakes, be comfortable putting themselves outside of their comfort zone and trying new things, but then reflecting on those learnings and how they can continue to improve. And finally, be comfortable taking feedback as well as giving feedback. And the way that leaders receive feedback is so critical in terms of creating an environment where others are comfortable sharing their ideas, but continuing to have really meaningful conversations and challenging each other in a way that will ultimately help the school perform at the level it's desired.
Well, we really appreciate, Trudy, you coming online to share this with us today and to discuss about the HR for Schools webinar series. And we look forward for the next part, which we will be communicating out to schools very shortly. Thank you very much.